Just east of Dubuque, you'll find a town called, well, it's called East Dubuque. We're here at Family Beer and Liquor. And I know what you're saying, liquor store. We get it, they sell craft beer. That's not a brewery, Dave. Trust me on this. You want to know about Family Beer and Liquor. This is a place that has some incredible secrets. And I promise you'll be glad you made the trip. Come with me, won't you? Okay, so this is Family Beer and Liquor in East Dubuque, and this is Tim Althouse, and Tim, you kind of help run the place, right?
Correct. I'm actually third generation owner.
So you are the family in the Family Beer and Liquor.
Absolutely, yes.
So how long has this place been around?
Well, my grandfather bought the Family Beer store in 1952.
Okay.
And it was in Iowa at the time. It was in Dubuque.
Okay.
And then in 1980, my dad built this store, and really part of the reason why he built the store was because in the late 70s, Iowa put a bottle deposit into effect.
Right, which is not something you have to deal with in East Dubuque.
Correct. We do encourage recycling.
Well, of course.
And we hope that you curbside recycle your cans.
Well, it's all, don't be a monster, of course. Recycle your cans and
Exactly.
bottles. Yes.
But so that was literally the reason why my dad built this store.
I'm wondering when your dad built this in 1980 if people didn't tell me it was crazy, because it is kind of big.
Well, so at the time,
There are grocery stores that are not as big as this liquor store.
Right, yeah, we had people say, did this used to be a grocery store?
No.
So at the time, it was half this size.
Oh, okay.
So in 1999,
All right.
which is when I took over, we tripled the retail shopping space and went from 5,000 to 15,000 square feet.
Okay.
And at that time, that was when wine was really getting big. Craft beer was in its infancy.
Right.
I mean, really,
Right.
what did we have? Like, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I'm not even sure if that was around
Right.
in '99 yet.
Right.
But, so anyway, it was because of wine that we tripled the size of the store. And then, it's really been in the last, 10 to 12 years, we've seen craft beer just go, just like this. And, so just in the last 3 to 4 years, we've gone from under 800 craft beer varieties to now we're pushing 1,300 craft beer varieties.
1,300. And I'm going to tell you why that number is important in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You are responsible then for making sure that you have a variety here. And what's great about this place is they have the aisles, like you're at a grocery store, but the aisles are separated geographically.
Right.
So like right now we're in the Wisconsin, Iowa, and Michigan area.
Correct.
So if you know where the beer is from, you know where you can find it.
Mm-hmm. And that helps us when people come in and say, oh, I'm looking for this beer. I had it when I was out in California. Well,
Right.
that even if they don't know the name, that gets us narrowed down to an aisle.
There was
So
a guy before we started filming, and he knew he wanted a beer from Davenport, Iowa, and I was like,
sure.
that's Front Street. You're describing a Front Street beer. So
Sure,
yeah, I don't know
sure.
if I get a commission for that. No.
I would try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I am trying, Tim. But it's just easier to find things when you know what you're looking for, where it's from.
Correct.
Because more often than not, people will know, I know it's a beer from Michigan, but they may not know the name of the brewery.
Correct. That's correct. And something else, and we also have a seasonal aisle because it seems like every brewer now is coming out with 4 to 6 seasonal releases. We only have them for a 2 or 3 month window, and so we literally didn't have room in the aisle for the more recent Revolution seasonal release. So we have an entire aisle of seasonals. It's just kind of a revolving door depending on what the season is.
I have to imagine with as many different styles of craft beer as you have, I'm guessing you probably get some things that a lot of other places don't get.
We do, and that's part of the draw for making the trip here.
Right.
Our volume, we get rewarded from a brewery
Right.
by if we carry their full line when they have a limited release, whether it be seasonal or limited release. It may not be tied to a spring, summer, or fall, but it's just, hey, it's time for Founders KBS to come out. We will get either a bigger allocation or something that's exclusive to us because we're helping them out, they're helping us out.
Now this is, again, the number one reason I wanted to tell you about my secret favorite place here at Family Beer and Liquor. And this is insane. I don't quite understand this, okay? The grocery stores will have like a pick six.
Right.
And that's great. Those it's a terrific idea to do a pick six because that way you get to kind of audition beers without making a commitment to a six pack. If you see a style or maybe a brewery you've never heard of and you think, okay, I want to try that, but I just want to try, 12 or 16 ounces of it.
Right.
So what grocery stores will do is they'll put pick sixes up, and those are things that whoever runs the wine and spirits kind of selects. Oftentimes it's because it's a beer that's about to go out of code. I hope I'm not ruining the secret there, but that's more often than not why they will do that.
Right.
Here, everything is pick six. So I want to show you this because this is bananas. Okay, like look at this. See this? See how like this Central Water's unsettled? New England style IPA. Sounds wonderful. Do you notice that there's 2 cans of beer missing here? This isn't because of like rodents, right? I mean,
no.
What happened here?
That is because customers can come up and say, I want to try a can of this. And we actually have 6-pack holders here at the end of the aisle.
Right.
And you literally just drop this can in and say,
So if I want one of these,
I want to try that.
And I want, what if I wanted one of these amber lagers that's in a box?
Right.
I could just rip open the box.
Just rip it open, and you'll see other things ripped open.
Now, I'm not going to get in any trouble for that.
You are not at all.
You
no.
encourage that.
We do, and that's what has allowed us to, instead of having 100 or 125 beers like the grocery store in their little mix six, that allows us to have almost 1,300 beers in our mix six.
If you're someone that does a bottle share, this is where you have to come because you're going to see a bunch of styles and breweries you can't get in the Quad Cities. Some wonderful beers from all around the world. So all of the things that we've seen here where people have been helping themselves, that's happened today.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's I mean, well, the warm shelves, that could be, a week's worth of people picking and choosing, but then we're constantly making sure that we're making full 6-packs when we can.
I guess you want to leave a couple so people know it's okay to do.
Right.
But I imagine you have people that are new going, hey, you got a theft problem
That's
here.
exactly right. They're like, hey, somebody must have taken a couple of these.
Right.
It's like, well, yeah, you can do that. That's part of our thing. So.
That's the best. Tim, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much.
This place is, I'm telling you, completely worth the drive. If you're having a party or if you just want to, have your own little party, get yourself a variety of beers from all around the region, the country, and the world. It's Family Beer and Liquor in East Dubuque. Again, Tim, thanks so much.
All right, thanks.
Now we got to do some shopping.
I really believe it's kind of like if you think about Decorah, the Pulpit Rock, Toppling Goliath syndrome, they feed off of each other. When somebody has a release, there's a lot of people that hit both spots, and we hope that kind of occurs here as well.